Ready? Ready? Hoo-ha! Ooh! Why? First of all, Catherine, I watched your challenge, and I must say I'm very disappointed in you. If I may take a moment to quote myself. And you must act it out with direct quotes. Do believe that, as the clip pointed out, you were supposed to act out, say, talk, whatever. This words on a black screen doesn't cut it. We're not looking for how well can you summarize a book. We're looking for entertainment value. 30 seconds reenacted by bunnies type material. You've watched those, right? They're hilarious. And I know you can do the same thing. It's not that hard. I'm almost convinced that you should do it again. That was lame. I know you felt you had no time, but that's really not anyone's fault but your own. You had all month. And I know it's cheap coming from someone who hasn't even finished their challenge yet. I expect better of you, and I will get it in the future. I demand it. Okay, so my review is of Turncoat, which I managed to buy from the bookstore one day early and finished it in the same day. Well, technically it was 4 o'clock in the morning, so I guess it was the next day, whatever. So anyway, this is book 11 in the Dresden Files. Catherine's read it, not book 11, read the other 10 books, and so have Mom and Dad, I think. But I'm going to review it anyway. I love the Dresden Files. It's urban fantasy, set in modern-day Chicago, and the main character is a wizard, and he actually has his name in the phone book under wizard. He's a private investigator. He's totally hilarious, and it's actually really, and I know this is a weird thing to say about a fantasy, realistic. It's just, he's a believable character, a complex character, with, you know, shades of gray, and even though he's a good guy. And, I don't know, he really gets into the politics of things, too, like the interaction between people and, like, the balance of power and stuff. And really, I think does a really good job, personally. I mean, this, book 11 is not my favorite. I don't know, that would probably be book 7. Just for Sue. Sue is one of the, she's a T-Rex skeleton that's in Chicago in one of the museums, and he reanimates her for a night and rides her around Chicago. That was funny. But, he's a master of the one-liner, I have to say. Harry's a very witty fellow. The main character being Harry Dresden, the wizard. So, yeah. Lots of different people come in and leave, and even though it's 11 books long, it does have this sort of a plot that goes through all of them, even though they're both kind of, they're all kind of serial in nature, like you sort of read them individually. Anyway, it's one of my favorite series, if not my favorite, just hands down series. It's very clever and exceptionally hilarious and interesting. It makes you believe that what he's talking about could actually happen, despite the fact that it is, after all, magic. And it does a very good job of creating an interesting magic system, which, I don't know, I read a lot of fantasy, and so I want my fantasy books to have an interesting magic system. Something different, you know? Or to at least explain it very well. Have, like, it all worked out and stuff. And he does a very good job of that. So anyway, if you haven't read the Dresden Files, you totally should.